You mentioned bullet chess. We spoke a lot about intelligence. How do you view bullet chess and blitz games? How much of a role does intelligence play, and how much of a role does subconscious gut instinct, or just having an understanding of the game? Because I get the feeling you don't even have the time to process the moves you're playing.
Yeah, I think a lot of it does come down to pattern recognition. So yeah, I mean, that and speed, just sheer speed. I mean, there's this grandmaster, Andrew Tang, who I've gotten to interview, who's just mind-bogglingly fat. Penguin GM. He used to do a lot of Twitch streaming, but speaking of finance, now he's going to be working for Susquehanna in the finance space because he's got one of the fastest minds in the world, you know. So they rightfully made him an offer he couldn't refuse. But yeah, I mean, there's some combination of instinct and speed and just sheer processing power, especially someone like that who's at an elite level playing with Magnus Carlsen and Ali Reza Firouzja and people like that.
How would you prepare for it compared to normal classical chess? Like, is there a difference, or do you just prepare as you do normally and you hope your instinct builds subconsciously?
Yeah, it's interesting. I interviewed Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky, who, of course, a famous chess content creator, was one of the best players. I mean, he's a grandmaster, so obviously, you know, he's been world-class for his age at various times, but now he focuses more on his content. But bullet chess, 1 minute chess, is the one area of chess where he's top 10 in the world to this day, even though he doesn't necessarily play slow chess as much anymore. But when I interviewed him, he said something that I found fascinating, getting to your point, which is he said if he wanted to get better at bullet chess, because where he is now is absolutely amazing. If he's played matches with Magnus where he'll play hundreds of games and he might win 30% of them, which is just like incredible, especially because he's obviously, again, an amazing player, but not on Magnus's level in the other forms of chess. But he said if he wanted to get better at the fastest forms of chess, he would have to get better at the slower forms of chess. There's no substitute. Yeah, at least at his level. At my level, I think if I wanted to get better at 1 minute chess, the best things for me to do would be, there's this game called Puzzle Rush that chess.com has, which is just how quickly you spot tactics, do a ton of that and play a bunch of 1 minute chess.
So after a certain threshold, you have to get the foundation right, or the fundamentals right, and that should seep into your subconscious.
That's what Daniel said, and far be it from me to argue with him. So even though I argued with Kasparov earlier.
Yeah, I do love the way he breaks down games. I think
he's amazing.
His commentary is something that I can actually follow as someone who doesn't follow chess that often.